Soft raindrops tap gently against the broad, waxy leaves overhead, creating a rhythmic lullaby that washes over your senses like warm water. You lie comfortably on a bed of thick, spongy moss that yields softly beneath your weight, absorbing every tension from your spine. The air is cool and damp, carrying the sweet, earthy scent of petrichor and ancient wood, wrapping around you in a protective embrace. Light filters through the dense canopy above in faint, shimmering rays of pale gold, dancing slowly on the forest floor. Your breathing deepens naturally, syncing with the steady, soothing patter of rain that never ceases but never overwhelms. A slight breeze moves through the upper branches, carrying a whisper of sound that feels like a distant song drifting down to you. You feel the weight of your eyelids growing heavier, as if gravity itself is urging you to rest and surrender to the quiet darkness. The humidity wraps around your skin like a warm, invisible blanket, keeping you secure and held within this tranquil sanctuary. Small water droplets cling to spiderwebs nearby, catching the faint light like tiny, suspended diamonds that glow softly in the gloom. There is nowhere you need to be and nothing you must do, only this moment of pure, unbroken stillness. The sound of the rain grows slightly softer now, blending seamlessly with the gentle rustle of ferns swaying in the subtle air currents. You notice the intricate patterns of veins on a large leaf resting near your hand, each line telling a quiet story of growth and patience. Your thoughts begin to unravel like loose threads, dissolving into the misty atmosphere that surrounds you on all sides. The forest floor feels incredibly stable and grounded, supporting you completely as you drift deeper into relaxation. Every muscle in your body feels loose and heavy, melting into the soft earth beneath you. Far above, a bird calls out once, its voice muffled by the thick canopy and the steady rhythm of the falling rain. The sound is brief and soothing, adding another layer to the natural symphony that guides you into sleep. You feel a profound sense of safety here, shielded from the outside world by layers of living green and ancient stone. The darkness around you is not empty, but full of gentle presence, comforting and familiar like an old friend. Your heart rate slows down further, matching the slow, deliberate pace of nature in this hidden grove. A small stream nearby gurgles softly over smooth stones, its melody weaving together with the rain to create a continuous tapestry of sound. You listen to the water flow without trying to analyze it, letting the noise simply wash over your mind like a tide. The air feels cleaner here, filling your lungs with every slow, deep breath you take, refreshing and pure. Tiny insects hum a low, steady drone that is barely audible but adds a grounding texture to the silence. Your consciousness begins to float lightly, untethered from worry and completely at peace. The warmth of the earth rises slightly through the moss, comforting your back as you settle even deeper into the ground. You feel the gentle vibration of the rain hitting the leaves above, a subtle pulse that resonates with your own slowing heartbeat. Shadows lengthen softly in the twilight, painting the forest in shades of deep violet and soft indigo. There is a profound sweetness in the air, perhaps from night-blooming flowers opening their petals slowly. Your mind is clear and empty, a blank canvas waiting for the quiet paint of dreams. Time seems to lose its meaning here, stretching out into an endless, comfortable now that requires no effort from you. The rain continues its steady descent, a constant companion that reminds you to let go and rest your mind fully. You notice the texture of bark on a nearby tree, rough yet inviting, standing as a silent witness to your relaxation. The boundaries between yourself and the forest begin to blur, merging into one harmonious whole of peace. Your thoughts are gone, replaced by a deep, resonant silence that feels like home. A leaf detaches slowly from a branch above, spiraling down through the mist until it lands gently near your head. The movement is slow and graceful, mimicking the drifting of your own awareness as it slips toward sleep. You feel incredibly light, as if you are floating just above the moss, detached from any earthly concerns or duties. The humidity remains constant, a soft warmth that keeps you cozy and protected from the coolness of the night. Everything is still except for the gentle rain and the slow rise and fall of your chest. The sounds of the forest become even more distant now, fading into a soft hum that vibrates quietly in your bones. You are enveloped by a darkness that feels like a heavy, comforting blanket pulled up to your chin. The scent of wet earth is stronger now, grounding you in the present moment with its rich, organic aroma. Your body feels completely relaxed, every joint loose and every muscle softened by the gentle environment around you. Sleep approaches slowly, like a tide rolling in over smooth sand. You drift deeper into the quiet, feeling the rhythm of the rain become a distant memory in your mind. The forest holds you close, keeping you safe within its embrace as night settles fully over the trees. There is no need to move or speak, only to breathe and exist in this peaceful state of being. Your awareness narrows down to a single point of calm, radiating outward in gentle waves of relaxation. The world outside fades away, leaving only the soft, soothing sounds of nature. The air grows cooler against your skin, carrying the faint, sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine that drifts on the still breeze. You feel the weight of your eyelids growing heavier, pressing down with a gentle, irresistible force that invites rest. The rustle of leaves above is barely audible now, reduced to a soft whisper that blends seamlessly with the silence. Your breathing slows further, matching the lazy rhythm of the distant raindrops falling into deep pools. A profound sense of safety wraps around you like warm silk, shielding you from any thought or worry. You sink deeper into the mossy bed, feeling the earth support every curve of your body with tender care. The darkness is no longer empty, but full of a soft, humming energy that soothes your mind. A single drop of water slides slowly down a broad leaf nearby, making a soft plip as it lands in the soil below. You watch this motion with half-closed eyes, feeling your consciousness detach from the need to focus or analyze anything. The forest floor feels cool and damp beneath you, offering a grounding contrast to the warmth radiating from within your chest. Every exhale releases a tiny bit of tension, letting it dissolve into the humid, fragrant air around you. There is nowhere else you need to be, no task that requires your attention in this moment of pure stillness. The gentle sway of the surrounding ferns creates a hypnotic pattern that lulls your senses into deeper relaxation. You are floating in a sea of calm, untethered and completely at peace. The sounds of the insects have softened to a low, rhythmic drone that acts as a natural lullaby for your weary mind. You feel your heartbeat slowing down, syncing with the gentle pulse of the living forest around you. The scent of wet bark and decaying leaves becomes richer, filling your nostrils with an earthy perfume that calms the nerves. Your limbs feel heavy and pleasantly numb, as if they are sinking slowly into the soft ground beneath. A faint glow of moonlight filters through the canopy, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently on the forest floor. You breathe in deeply, drawing in the cool air, and exhale slowly, letting go of any remaining awareness of time. The world has shrunk to this single, peaceful spot where only relaxation exists. Your thoughts begin to blur together, losing their distinct edges until they become nothing but a stream of soft, indistinct shapes. The coolness of the night air caresses your face, refreshing you without waking you from this deep state of repose. You feel a gentle pressure on your shoulders, as if invisible hands are massaging away the last traces of stress and fatigue. The darkness around you is velvety and soft, wrapping you in a cocoon of absolute quiet and comfort. Every muscle in your body feels loose and fluid, responding to the soothing vibrations of the forest at night. You drift further down into the layers of sleep, where dreams are light and fleeting like mist. There is only the sound of your own steady breath and the gentle whisper of the wind. The boundary between your body and the earth beneath you begins to fade, creating a sense of unity with the natural world. You feel the gentle rise and fall of the ground, as if it too is breathing in rhythm with your own slow respirations. A soft breeze moves through the branches above, creating a whispering sound that feels like a quiet song sung just for you. Your mind is empty of words, filled only with the sensation of weightlessness and deep, restful calm. The scent of rain-soaked earth continues to linger, a comforting aroma that anchors you in this safe haven. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the softness, letting go of all control and surrendering to the night. Sleep is no longer something you pursue, but a state you have already fully entered. Your awareness becomes so faint that it feels like you are floating on a cloud of pure tranquility. The distant sounds of the forest are now mere echoes, fading into the background like a radio turned down to its lowest setting. You feel a warm sensation spreading through your chest, a gentle glow of contentment that radiates out to your fingertips and toes. The darkness is comforting and familiar, a soft blanket that shields you from the demands of the waking world. Your breathing is shallow and slow, barely disturbing the still air around you as you rest in this peaceful slumber. There is no need to hold on to anything now, only to let go and drift further into the depths of sleep. The forest holds you securely, ensuring that you remain undisturbed. The cool night air feels lighter now, brushing against your skin like the wings of a resting butterfly. You sense the gentle movement of leaves in the breeze, a slow and rhythmic swaying that mirrors your own drifting state. The scent of damp earth and blooming flowers mingles together, creating a perfume that is both soothing and deeply grounding. Your mind is quiet, free from any chatter or concern, resting in a void of pure, unblemished peace. The weight of your body has diminished, leaving you feeling as light as a feather caught in a gentle updraft. You sink further into the soft ground, feeling the earth embrace you with a tender and protective warmth. Everything is still, everything is calm, everything is ready for deep sleep. A soft hum vibrates through the air, a low-frequency sound that resonates with the core of your being. You feel this vibration as a gentle massage for your soul, smoothing out any remaining wrinkles in your spirit. The darkness around you is filled with a subtle glow, a twilight ambience that feels safe and nurturing. Your breaths are so slow now that they barely register, merging with the stillness of the night forest. You are completely relaxed, every part of you surrendered to the gentle pull of sleep. The world outside has ceased to exist, leaving only this moment of infinite peace and quietude. You drift deeper, further away from wakefulness, into the soft embrace of dreamless rest. The last remnants of tension leave your body, dissolving into the cool, fragrant air like mist under morning sun. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this moment of rest, a quiet appreciation that requires no words or actions. The forest around you is a sanctuary of silence, broken only by the occasional soft rustle of a leaf or drop of water. Your mind is blank, a clean slate free from any thoughts or worries, resting in pure potentiality. The darkness is no longer scary but inviting, a soft void that welcomes your consciousness to wander freely. You are safe here, held by the earth and protected by the trees, drifting endlessly in peace. Sleep comes fully now, wrapping you in its warm, heavy arms. Your consciousness fades like a candle flame slowly dying down, leaving behind only warmth and gentle light. The sounds of the forest are now distant memories, replaced by the inner silence of deep sleep. You feel yourself floating in a space between worlds, neither fully awake nor fully asleep, but resting in a perfect balance. The cool air on your skin feels like a soft caress, comforting you as you drift further into the unknown. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, only the endless expanse of peaceful rest. You surrender completely to this state, letting the night carry you away on its gentle waves. The forest whispers good night, and you listen with your heart, not your mind. The velvet darkness deepens around you, thick and warm as a heavy woolen blanket draped over your shoulders. You feel the weight of the forest canopy above, filtering the moonlight into faint, silver threads that dance gently on the moss below. A single drop of rain falls from a high branch, landing with a soft plip in a shallow pool nearby, sending tiny ripples across the still water surface. Your breathing slows down further, matching the rhythmic drip and the gentle sway of the ferns in the night breeze. There is no need to watch or listen closely, as the senses settle into a state of passive reception, absorbing only the soothing hum of the earth. Your body feels incredibly light, as if the gravity of the world has loosened its hold on your limbs and bones. The damp earth beneath you seems to rise up slightly, cradling your back with a firm yet yielding support that requires no effort from your muscles. A cool mist drifts across your face, carrying the faint, sweet scent of blooming night flowers and wet cedar wood. You sink deeper into this embrace, feeling the tension dissolve from your jaw, your shoulders, and the spaces between your fingers. The air is thick with moisture, clinging to your skin like a soft, invisible silk scarf that keeps you warm and secure. A distant owl calls out, its sound low and mournful but utterly soothing, like a lullaby sung from the edge of memory. The echo fades slowly into the humid air, leaving behind a silence that feels fuller and more complete than before. You notice the gentle rise and fall of your own chest, moving in perfect sync with the slow pulse of the forest life around you. Every exhale releases a tiny bit of remaining wakefulness, letting it dissipate into the cool night air like smoke from a dying fire. The world outside narrows down to this single point of comfort, where nothing is demanded of you but your rest. The sound of rain becomes a steady, white noise blanket, covering all other sounds with a uniform hush that soothes the mind. It taps gently against the broad leaves above, creating a rhythmic patter that feels like a heartbeat for the entire jungle ecosystem. You feel yourself sinking lower into the ground, merging with the roots and the soil in a dreamlike state of unity. Your thoughts have completely stopped forming, replaced by a smooth, dark river of consciousness that flows without resistance or direction. The boundary between your body and the forest blurs, making it impossible to tell where you end and the trees begin. A warm breeze moves through the understory, carrying the scent of damp earth and ancient wood that smells profoundly comforting and safe. It brushes against your arms with a tenderness that feels almost human, smoothing out the last wrinkles in your mental landscape. The darkness around you is not empty, but filled with a soft, glowing luminescence from tiny fungi on the tree trunks. These small lights pulse slowly, like distant stars reflected in a calm ocean, guiding your awareness deeper into slumber. You feel a profound sense of belonging here, as if you have always been part of this quiet, breathing world. Your eyelids feel heavy, weighted down by the sheer comfort of the moment, requiring no effort to keep closed. The muscles in your face are completely relaxed, allowing a small, contented smile to form without any conscious thought or reason. A leaf detaches from a branch and spirals down slowly, landing silently on your chest with barely a whisper of motion. You do not move it away, letting its natural presence add to the gentle accumulation of nature's gifts upon you. The air is still and warm now, wrapping around you like a cocoon that protects you from any outside disturbance. The rhythm of the rain slows to a gentle drizzle, each drop falling with deliberate care and quiet precision. You feel your breathing become shallower yet deeper at the same time, reaching that elusive threshold where wakefulness dissolves into sleep. The forest sounds merge into a single, continuous hum that vibrates softly in your chest and resonates through your bones. There is no past to recall and no future to anticipate, only this endless present moment of pure, unadulterated peace. Your mind is a blank canvas, waiting for the dreams to paint themselves without any interference from you. A sense of profound gratitude washes over you, not for anything specific, but for the simple act of existing in this safe space. You feel held by the universe itself, supported by the roots of the trees and the softness of the moss beneath your body. The cool air continues to caress your skin, providing a refreshing contrast to the warm embrace of the surrounding darkness. Your thoughts are now mere whispers, faint echoes that fade quickly before they can take shape or demand attention. You are floating in a sea of tranquility, drifting effortlessly toward the depths of restful sleep. The boundary between your inner world and the outer forest becomes completely indistinguishable, merging into one harmonious whole. You feel the pulse of the earth beneath you, a slow and steady rhythm that mirrors the beating of your own heart. The darkness is now a friend, a comforting shroud that hides the complexities of the day and reveals only the simplicity of night. Every sensation softens, every sound dulls, until only a pure white silence remains in your mind. You are safe, you are still, and you are deeply asleep. Your consciousness drifts further away, leaving behind the last remnants of awareness like a boat untethered on a calm lake. The rain continues to fall softly, a lullaby that never ends but only grows quieter and more distant with each passing moment. You feel yourself sinking into a deep, velvety void where time has no meaning and space has no boundaries. There is nothing left to do but let go, allowing the gentle forces of nature to carry you into the unknown. Sleep takes you completely now, wrapping you in its infinite arms. The heavy velvet darkness lifts slightly, revealing the soft glow of bioluminescent moss clinging to ancient tree roots near your resting place. A gentle mist curls around your ankles, cool and comforting against your skin like a light silk sheet. You breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the sweet scent of damp earth and blooming night orchids. The air feels thick and nurturing, holding you gently in its embrace without any demand for movement or thought. Your body sinks further into the soft forest floor, which yields like memory foam beneath your weight. Every muscle relaxes completely as the natural warmth of the soil seeps upward through your clothes. The distant hum of insects fades into a rhythmic whisper that matches your slowing heartbeat. You feel weightless here, floating in a sea of green shadows and quiet light. A single drop of condensation falls from a broad leaf above, landing softly on your shoulder with barely a whisper. The touch is cool and fleeting, like a kiss from the night air itself, bringing a wave of calm refreshment. You watch the droplet slide slowly down your arm, tracing a path that seems to lead nowhere but deeper into relaxation. The sound of water dripping elsewhere in the forest creates a natural metronome for your breathing. Each drop marks a moment of stillness, allowing another layer of tension to melt away from your shoulders. Your mind follows the slow journey of the water down your skin until it vanishes into your sleeve. There is no urgency here, only the patient pace of nature doing exactly what it needs to do. You feel held by this quiet rhythm, safe and unbothered by the passing of time. The canopy above shifts imperceptibly, allowing a shaft of moonlight to pierce through the dense foliage and rest upon your chest. The light is pale and silver, casting long, soft shadows that dance gently with the breeze. You feel the warmth of this gentle illumination, though it carries no heat, only a soothing presence. Your eyes trace the pattern of leaves silhouetted against the night sky, their edges blurred by the humidity. This visual lullaby draws your focus outward, away from any lingering thoughts within your mind. The darkness between the branches is not empty but full of potential and peace. You let your gaze soften, allowing the shapes to merge into a single abstract painting of night. Your breathing becomes shallower, slower, matching the quiet sway of the branches above. A gentle breeze moves through the upper branches, creating a sound like distant ocean waves washing over smooth stones. The air carries the faint perfume of jasmine and wet bark, wrapping around you in a fragrant cocoon. You feel the movement of the wind against your face, cool and caressing, like a soft hand stroking your forehead. The rustling leaves provide a white noise background that drowns out any internal chatter or worry. Your jaw unclenches naturally as you listen to this ancient song of the rainforest at rest. The world around you is vast yet intimate, enclosing you in its protective circle of green and shadow. You feel no need to speak or act, only to receive the gift of this moment. The breeze fades slowly, leaving behind a silence that feels heavy with comfort. Your body grows heavier as the gravity of the earth seems to increase just for you, pulling you deeper into the soft moss. The texture beneath you is rich and yielding, absorbing any remaining stiffness from your limbs. You feel a profound sense of grounding, as if your roots are merging with the tree roots nearby. This connection brings a steady flow of calm energy up through your spine and into your head. Your thoughts become like clouds drifting lazily across the night sky, untethered and unimportant. Each breath you take draws in more peace and exhales more of the day's residue. The forest holds you securely, cradling you in its timeless embrace without judgment or expectation. You are part of this landscape now, a quiet stone among many. A small frog croaks softly in the distance, its call muffled by the thick layers of vegetation and mist. The sound is brief and melodic, blending seamlessly into the ambient hum of the night. It serves as a reminder that life continues gently around you, undisturbed by your presence. You listen to the echo fade into the darkness, feeling a sense of solidarity with all living things here. Your own heartbeat slows to match this tranquil tempo, becoming barely noticeable against the backdrop of nature. The cool air settles around you like a blanket, keeping you warm despite the dampness. There is no need to identify the sound or its source, only to appreciate its beauty. You drift deeper into this shared silence, feeling connected yet alone in the best way. The scent of petrichor grows stronger as the humidity rises, filling your senses with the clean smell of rain-soaked earth. This aroma is primal and soothing, triggering a deep sense of safety within your oldest memories. You breathe it in slowly, letting it cleanse your lungs and calm your nervous system completely. The air feels heavy with moisture, clinging to your skin like a second layer of softness. Your eyelids feel incredibly heavy, weighed down by the sheer comfort of this environment. Every cell in your body seems to sigh in relief at the permission to rest. The forest is a sanctuary now, free from the demands and noise of the waking world. You let yourself sink further into this olfactory hug, drifting toward sleep. A large leaf releases a stored drop of water that lands on the forest floor with a barely audible plink. The sound is crisp and clear, highlighting the profound silence that surrounds it. You notice how the ripples in the tiny puddle expand outward slowly, distorting the reflection of the moonlight. This simple action mesmerizes you, drawing your attention to the beauty of small things. Your mind stops trying to solve problems or plan for tomorrow, focusing only on this present moment. The water settles back into stillness, mirroring your own internal state of peace and quietude. You feel a sense of wonder without excitement, a calm appreciation for the simplicity of nature. This moment is enough, complete in itself, and requiring nothing more. The darkness around you deepens, becoming a rich and velvety black that feels comforting rather than scary. The few remaining lights from the bioluminescent plants seem to dim slightly, encouraging your eyes to rest. You allow your vision to blur, letting the shapes of the trees merge into soft shadows and gradients. Your body is completely relaxed, limp like a rag doll held gently by an unseen hand. The weight of your head on the mossy ground feels perfect, supported and secure. There is no tension left in your neck or shoulders, only a flowing sense of ease. You are floating in a void of gentle night, untethered from time and space. Sleep comes closer now, wrapping around you like a warm cloud. Your breathing becomes so shallow it is almost imperceptible, matching the stillness of the leaves above. The boundary between your body and the forest floor dissolves completely, leaving only sensation. You are no longer lying on the ground but a part of the earth itself, resting in its heart. The sounds of the night fade into a distant murmur, like a radio playing softly in another room. Your mind is empty, a clear sky without stars, perfectly peaceful and untroubled. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, and no one to be but yourself. This state of being is all that exists now, infinite and serene. You drift into the final threshold of sleep, welcomed by the quiet dark. The damp earth beneath you holds a deep, ancient warmth that seeps slowly into your back, soothing every muscle. You feel the gentle pulse of the forest roots spreading out like veins beneath the soil, carrying life upward in silence. Your breathing syncs with this slow rhythm, becoming deeper and more effortless with each passing moment. The moss acts as a soft cushion, molding perfectly to the curve of your spine and releasing all remaining weight. There is no need to hold yourself up, only to surrender completely to the embrace of the ground. A faint scent of petrichor rises from the leaves, clean and refreshing, clearing the air around you. You drift deeper into this state of heavy relaxation, feeling safe and profoundly held by nature. A single drop of rain falls from the canopy above, landing softly on a broad leaf just inches from your ear. The sound is a delicate ping, barely audible, yet it marks the passage of time in this quiet world. You watch the water bead up on the waxy surface, reflecting the dim ambient light of the moon filtering through branches. Then it slides off the edge and disappears into the darkness below, leaving no trace behind. This small event happens again and again, a rhythmic lullaby that requires no attention from you. Your eyelids grow heavier, resting comfortably against the cool air of the night. The forest continues its slow dance, undisturbed by your presence or any other worldly concern. The air around you settles into a perfect stillness, heavy with moisture and the scent of blooming night flowers. You feel a gentle breeze move through the undergrowth, brushing against your skin like the touch of silk. It carries away any lingering warmth from your body, replacing it with a cool, refreshing chill that invigorates without waking. The leaves above rustle softly, creating a white noise that blankets your thoughts in cottonwool silence. You are enveloped by this auditory cocoon, protected from the outside world and its demanding rhythms. Your mind wanders nowhere, floating on the surface of this calm ocean of sound. Every breath you take is smooth and unhurried, drawing in peace and exhaling tension. Your consciousness begins to dissolve into the surrounding darkness, becoming one with the shadows stretching across the forest floor. There is a profound comfort in letting go of your identity, merging with the quiet life around you. You are no longer an observer but a participant in this ancient, sleeping ecosystem. The ground feels like a living entity, breathing slowly beneath you and supporting your weight with infinite patience. A sense of timeless peace washes over you, erasing any notion of past or future. Only the present moment exists, soft and malleable like warm wax. You sink further into this embrace, feeling lighter than air yet grounded in deep security. Distant owl calls echo through the trees, low and resonant, adding a layer of depth to the night soundscape. These voices are not scary but comforting, reminding you that you are part of a larger, peaceful community. You listen without analyzing, allowing the sounds to wash over you like gentle waves on a shore. The darkness between the trees seems to pulse with a slow, rhythmic light, invisible yet felt. Your body grows heavier, sinking deeper into the mossy bed as sleep pulls you gently downward. There is no struggle, only a willing surrender to the inevitable descent into dreams. The forest holds you close, keeping watch while you let go. A vine sways gently above you, casting long, dancing shadows that play across your closed eyes. You imagine these shadows are fingers tracing patterns on your skin, soothing and hypnotic. The movement is so slow it is almost imperceptible, matching the sluggish pace of your own thoughts. Time seems to stretch and expand, losing its meaning in this timeless space. You feel a tingling sensation at the tips of your toes, spreading upward like a warm current. This feeling of numbness is pleasant, dissolving any remaining awareness of your physical form. You are becoming pure sensation, floating in a sea of calm darkness. The scent of damp earth grows stronger, grounding you in the reality of this peaceful place. You breathe it in deeply, letting the organic aroma fill your lungs and settle in your chest. It is a primal smell, connecting you to the roots of all living things. This connection brings a sense of stability and safety that no other environment could provide. You feel anchored yet free, bound by nothing but love for this quiet night. The forest whispers secrets in a language only the sleeping can understand. Your mind is blank, a pristine sheet of paper waiting for dreams to write their stories. A small beetle crawls across your hand, its tiny legs moving in a rhythmic pattern. You do not move, allowing it to explore you as if you were just another part of the forest. Its presence is comforting, a reminder of life continuing around you even as you rest. The weight of the insect is negligible, a feather-light touch that sends shivers of calm up your arm. You watch its journey with half-closed eyes, fascinated by its slow and deliberate movements. It disappears into the leaf litter, leaving behind only the memory of its gentle passage. Your awareness narrows to this single point of contact before expanding back into void. The temperature drops slightly as the night deepens, wrapping you in a cool blanket of air. You pull your thoughts tighter around yourself like a warm cloak, finding comfort in your own mind. The contrast between the cool air and your inner warmth creates a perfect balance of sensation. Your heartbeat slows to a match with the slowness of the dripping rain. Each beat is a soft drum, marking time in this eternal night. You feel safe from the cold, protected by the thick layer of leaves beneath you. Sleep is no longer a destination, but the very air you breathe. Your dreams begin to form, faint and indistinct like clouds drifting across a pale sky. They are not vivid or chaotic, but rather smooth gradients of color and feeling. You float within these dreamscapes, weightless and unburdened by logic or reason. The boundary between waking and sleeping becomes porous, allowing you to slip through effortlessly. There is no narrative, only pure experience and emotion. You drift further away from consciousness, leaving behind the last remnants of awareness. The forest fades into a distant memory, replaced by the infinite peace of sleep. The forest breathes in a rhythm so slow it feels like the earth itself is resting. Moss cushions your weight, soft and yielding against the damp ground beneath you. A faint green glow pulses gently from the ferns, casting long, lazy shadows that do not move. The air tastes of sweet decay and fresh rain, a perfume of ancient growth. You feel the gentle pressure of the soil supporting every inch of your tired body. Time dissolves into this quiet moment, leaving no room for thought or urgency. Your eyelids grow heavy, sealing away the last traces of the waking world. Silence wraps around you like a thick, velvety shawl against the cool night. The sounds of the jungle fade into a distant, humming lullaby. Distant water drips from high branches, landing on broad leaves with a soft plip sound. Each drop creates tiny ripples in the puddles forming around your resting place. The sound is repetitive and soothing, like a gentle metronome for your slowing mind. You listen to the space between the drops, finding peace in that quiet pause. The humidity clings to your skin, warm and comforting against the cooler night air. Your muscles relax further, sinking deeper into the earth's embrace without resistance. The forest canopy above filters any remaining light into a soft, diffuse haze. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing left for you to do. A gentle breeze moves through the upper canopy, creating a soft susurrus of leaves. The sound is like whispering voices speaking in a language older than memory. It brushes against your face, cool and light as a feather's touch. You breathe in slowly, filling your lungs with the rich, oxygenated air of the deep woods. Your chest rises and falls in perfect sync with the swaying branches above. The world feels vast yet intimate, holding you securely within its ancient arms. Thoughts begin to unravel, losing their shape and meaning in the humid darkness. You are simply a part of this breathing ecosystem now. Small insects hum a low, steady drone that vibrates softly in the stillness. Their song is not loud but constant, weaving into the background texture of the night. You feel the vibration in your bones, a grounding frequency that anchors you to sleep. The darkness around you feels solid and protective, shielding you from any external noise. Your awareness narrows to the immediate sensation of warmth and safety. There is no fear here, only the deep comfort of being hidden and held. The forest holds its secrets close, sharing them only with those who rest quietly. You surrender to this stillness, letting go of the need to understand. The scent of wet earth grows stronger as the night progresses deeper into silence. It is an earthy aroma, rich with life and slow, steady decomposition. You inhale deeply, feeling the cool air fill your chest and settle in your belly. Your body feels heavy, anchored firmly to the ground by gravity and comfort. The boundary between your skin and the moss blurs slightly in the twilight haze. You are becoming part of the landscape, merging with the roots and stones. This integration brings a profound sense of peace and belonging to the wild. Sleep pulls you gently downward, away from thought and into pure sensation. A distant bird calls out once, a soft note that fades quickly into the night. The sound is gentle and lonely, echoing briefly before being swallowed by silence. It reminds you of the vastness of the forest around your small resting place. Yet you feel no isolation, only a connection to all living things nearby. Your breathing becomes shallow and slow, barely moving the air around you. The cool dampness seeps into your clothes, chilling your skin slightly but comforting your mind. You wrap yourself tighter in your thoughts, creating a warm cocoon within the cool night. Every breath is a release, letting go of another fragment of wakefulness. The ground beneath you feels solid and unyielding, offering perfect support for your weight. You press back into it, feeling the firmness of the earth respond to your presence. There is a security in this physical contact that calms any lingering restlessness. Your limbs feel loose and heavy, disconnected from the need to move or act. The forest continues its slow, nightly ritual of growth and decay around you. You observe this process with detached curiosity, letting it wash over you like water. No action is required of you, no decision needs to be made in this moment. Only rest remains, deep and absolute in the heart of the woods. Soft rain begins to fall again, lighter this time, like gentle fingers brushing your skin. The droplets are sparse and slow, adding a new rhythm to the forest's song. You listen to them patter against the leaves above, a delicate percussion for your dreams. The sound masks any other noise, creating a private bubble of silence around you. Your mind drifts further away, untethered from the constraints of logic and time. You float in this space between waking and sleeping, weightless and free. The rain washes over everything, cleansing the air and your thoughts alike. Peace settles deeply into your bones, heavy and sweet as honey. The darkness deepens, becoming a velvet void that swallows all sharp edges of sight. You cannot see your hands, but you feel their presence resting calmly at your sides. This absence of visual input allows your inner world to expand without limit. Your imagination paints soft, shifting shapes in the dark behind your closed eyes. These images are vague and fluid, lacking definition or demand for attention. They drift by like clouds, unnoticed and unimportant to the sleeping mind. You accept this surrender fully, letting the night take over completely. There is nothing left to grasp, only the endless flow of rest. Your consciousness thins out like mist burning off in the morning sun. You are barely there now, a faint echo of awareness in the vast quiet. The forest continues its eternal cycle, indifferent to your temporary presence yet kind. You feel a final wave of gratitude for this safe harbor in the wild. Your heart beats slowly, a distant drum fading into silence. The last thoughts dissolve like sugar in warm water, leaving nothing but calm. You sink deeper into the soft earth, becoming one with the night itself. Sleep takes you fully now, gentle and absolute in its embrace. The velvet darkness softens further, dissolving into a gentle mist that wraps around your breathing. You feel the weight of the night air pressing lightly against your skin, warm and humid like a heavy blanket. There is no sound but the slow rhythm of your own exhale, long and deep. The forest floor beneath you feels impossibly soft, cushioning every tiny movement of your body. Your muscles relax completely, sinking into the moss with a sense of profound release. Time loses its shape here, stretching out into an infinite, comfortable now. You are held safely by the earth, cradled in the quiet dark. A distant rain begins to fall, a soft whisper against the broad leaves above you. The sound is rhythmic and soothing, like a gentle lullaby sung by the sky. Each drop creates a tiny ripple in the puddles forming around your resting place. You hear the water sliding down the smooth bark of ancient trees nearby. It is a steady, predictable cadence that requires no effort to follow or understand. Your mind drifts along with the flow of water, slow and meandering. The scent of wet earth rises up, rich and comforting to your senses. The humidity wraps around you like a warm embrace, keeping the coolness of the night at bay. Your skin feels tender and relaxed in this gentle warmth, protected from the chill. The air is thick with the fragrance of blooming night flowers, sweet and faint. You breathe it in slowly, letting each inhalation deepen your state of rest. The world outside becomes a blur of soft colors and muffled sounds. There is nothing to do but lie here and let the moment pass. Comfort surrounds you on all sides, complete and unbroken. Your body feels heavy now, anchored securely to the soft ground beneath. Every limb sinks deeper into the cushion of leaves and moss. The sensation is one of total surrender, letting gravity do all the work for you. You feel no tension in your shoulders or jaw, only a smooth relaxation. The weight of your own being becomes a pleasant pressure, grounding you. Thoughts float away like dry leaves carried by a gentle breeze. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. The rain continues its steady patter, a constant companion in the dark. It falls with a consistency that is incredibly soothing to your tired mind. You lose track of how long you have been lying here, and it does not matter. The hours stretch out like warm syrup, slow and viscous. Your awareness narrows down to the single point of your breath, in and out, slow and easy, matching the rhythm of the forest. Sleep pulls at the edges of your consciousness, gentle and inviting. A soft breeze moves through the canopy above, rustling the leaves gently. The sound is like dry pages turning in a book, quiet and unhurried. It brings a coolness to your face, contrasting with the warmth of your body. You feel safe in this sheltered spot, protected from any strong winds. The movement of air is barely perceptible, just a hint of life in the stillness. Your eyelids are heavy, sealed shut against the world outside. Darkness is not empty here, but full of restful potential. Your thoughts have ceased their frantic wandering, settling into a quiet pool. There is no noise in your head, only a deep, resonant silence. The forest around you mirrors this internal stillness with its own quietude. Even the insects have stopped their chirping, joining the great hush of night. You float in a sea of tranquility, untethered and weightless. Time has stopped meaning anything, dissolving into the now. Rest comes easily now, without any struggle or effort. The connection between you and the earth grows stronger and more profound. You feel the pulse of the planet beneath you, slow and steady. It is a comforting rhythm, ancient and reliable, grounding your spirit. Your breathing syncs with this deep, subterranean heartbeat effortlessly. There is a sense of belonging here, a rightness to being in this place. You are part of the forest now, not separate from it. This unity brings a profound peace that settles deep within your bones. A single drop of rain lands on your forehead, cool and refreshing. It traces a slow path down your temple, disappearing into your hair. The sensation is tiny but distinct, a reminder of the present moment. You do not move to wipe it away, accepting its touch with gratitude. This small interaction connects you to the vastness of the storm above. You are small yet significant in this quiet night. Peace fills every corner of your being, complete and total. The boundary between your body and the surrounding darkness begins to fade. You feel less like a solid object and more like a cloud of mist. Your edges soften and blur into the night air around you. There is no fear in this dissolution, only a gentle letting go. You become part of the atmosphere, light and airy. The forest breathes with you, expanding and contracting in sync. Sleep is no longer something you seek, but something you are. The mist around you thickens slightly, turning into a soft blanket of vapor that cradles your form. It feels weightless against your skin, like the gentlest touch of a lover's hand. You breathe in this cool, damp air, tasting the sweetness of wet moss and ancient roots. Each exhale becomes invisible, merging seamlessly with the surrounding fog. The distinction between your breath and the forest's exhalation vanishes completely. You are simply moving air now, rising and falling with the night. There is no effort in this breathing, only a natural rhythm. Your thoughts slow to a near halt, drifting away like leaves on a still pond. A profound sense of lightness takes hold of your entire being. Below your drifting consciousness, the forest floor settles into a deep, velvety silence. The rain continues its steady murmur, a constant lullaby that requires no attention to hear. You feel a gentle downward pull, not of gravity, but of comfort and release. It is an invitation to sink deeper into the peace that surrounds you. Your limbs feel heavy yet relaxed, anchored by nothing but the desire for rest. The darkness above is friendly, wrapping around you like a warm, familiar coat. Stars peek through the canopy in faint, shy pinpricks of light. They watch over you with a quiet, benevolent stillness. You let your awareness sink lower, deeper into the soft earth. The scent of damp earth grows richer, filling your nose with the comforting aroma of rain on soil. It is an ancient smell, one that speaks of stability and enduring life. You inhale slowly, letting this grounding fragrance wash over your senses. The world above fades further into a blur of grey and blue. Only the immediate sensations remain, soft and indistinct like a half-remembered dream. Your heartbeat slows to match the dripping rhythm of the leaves. It is a slow, steady pulse that echoes in the quiet space around you. You feel safe here, protected by the layers of foliage above. The night holds you in its gentle, unbreaking embrace. A distant owl calls out, its sound soft and round, like a stone dropping into a deep well. The echo fades quickly, absorbed by the dense walls of vegetation. It adds to the silence rather than breaking it, marking the passage of time. You notice a slight warmth spreading through your chest, a cozy glow of relaxation. It spreads outward to your fingertips and toes, melting away any lingering tension. Your body feels as if it has dissolved into a pool of warm water. The boundaries between you and the night are now completely gone. You are simply part of the scene, a quiet observer in the dark. There is nowhere else you need to be. The rain changes pitch slightly, becoming softer, almost a whisper against the broad leaves. It is a lullaby composed of water and wind, designed for rest. You listen to the texture of the sound, smooth and continuous. There are no gaps in the noise, only a seamless flow of comfort. Your mind drifts further away from the present moment into a void of calm. Thoughts become like distant stars, too far away to influence your peace. You float in this auditory cocoon, suspended in time. The night stretches on endlessly, offering no demands or expectations. You are free to simply exist in this gentle rhythm. You feel a slight coolness on your skin, a refreshing touch that wakes you to comfort. It is not cold, but a pleasant sensation that highlights your relaxation. The air moves around you in slow, lazy currents. You sense the humidity of the forest clinging to you like a soft garment. It keeps you warm and protected from any chill that might rise from the ground. Your eyes are heavy, though they have been closed for some time. The darkness behind your eyelids is vibrant with subtle shades of blue. You drift deeper into this internal night, away from the external world. Sleep waits patiently at the edge of your awareness. The forest floor beneath you feels solid yet yielding, like a thick bed of moss. You imagine sinking into it, being held up by its soft resilience. It supports your weight without effort, taking on your burden completely. You release the last traces of control, letting the earth hold you. The roots above seem to weave together, forming a protective net. They shield you from any disturbance, keeping the peace intact. Time loses all meaning in this secluded spot. There is no past to regret and no future to anticipate. Only this moment of stillness exists, perfect and complete. A faint glow emanates from somewhere deep in the foliage, likely bioluminescent fungi. It pulses slowly, a rhythmic light that matches your slowing breath. The soft green and blue hues blend into the surrounding darkness. They add a magical quality to the night, enhancing its peacefulness. You watch this gentle light with half-closed awareness, letting it soothe you. It is a visual lullaby, quiet and unobtrusive. The forest seems alive in this subtle way, breathing light into the dark. You feel connected to this hidden life, part of its secret rhythm. Your consciousness drifts toward that soft, pulsing glow. The sound of the rain becomes even softer, almost indistinguishable from the silence. It is now a texture rather than a noise, a gentle hum in your ears. You can no longer tell where the sound ends and your thoughts begin. They have merged into a single stream of calm consciousness. The night wraps tighter around you, a cocoon of total serenity. Your body feels weightless, floating in this sea of quiet. There is nothing left to do but surrender to the depth of rest. You drift further down, away from the surface of awareness. Sleep pulls you gently into its depths. You are now fully immersed in the night, indistinguishable from the mist and shadow. The forest sleeps around you, its rhythms slowing to a standstill. You feel no separation between yourself and this ancient world. It holds you with a tender, infinite patience. Your last thoughts dissolve like sugar in warm water. There is only peace, vast and unending. The rain whispers its final goodnight to the leaves. You listen with a heart full of quiet joy. Darkness embraces you completely, soft and deep. You sink into sleep, drifting away forever. The darkness deepens into a velvet void, warm and enveloping against your skin. You feel no edges, no boundaries, only the soft curve of existence holding you close. The air is still, carrying the faint scent of damp earth and sleeping moss. Your breathing slows to match the silent pulse of the ancient trees. Time dissolves into a gentle, unbroken stream of quiet moments. There is nothing to grasp, nothing to hold, only this vast emptiness. It fills you with a profound sense of safety and release. Your mind lets go of every lingering thread of awareness. You float in this sacred space, untouched by worry or thought. The night becomes your blanket, soft and infinitely heavy. A single leaf detaches from a high branch, drifting slowly downward in the still air. It rotates with graceful ease, catching no light, making no sound. You watch it fall without effort, your eyes heavy and closed. The motion is hypnotic, a slow dance of surrender to gravity. It lands softly on the forest floor, lost among the shadows. Your body mimics this gentle descent, sinking deeper into rest. Every muscle relaxes further, releasing the last traces of tension. You are as light as that falling leaf, unburdened and free. The world continues its slow rotation around you, indifferent and kind. Sleep pulls you closer to the ground, to the roots. The roots beneath you feel ancient and steady, anchoring your floating form. You imagine them spreading wide, connecting you to the deep earth below. They absorb your weight, holding you in their gentle embrace. There is a comforting solidity here, a foundation of silence. Your thoughts become as slow as tectonic plates, moving barely at all. The forest floor breathes with a rhythm you can feel in your bones. It is a slow, rhythmic pulse, steady and reassuring. You align your heartbeat with this deep, geological calm. Nothing rushes, nothing demands attention or response. You are part of the earth now, still and enduring. Moisture beads form on the leaves above, waiting to fall. Each drop is a tiny sphere of pure silence, reflecting nothing. They hold their shape with delicate tension, ready to release. You feel this same suspension in your own mind, paused and perfect. The air is thick with humidity, soft against your face. It feels like a warm hand resting gently on your cheek. Your skin drinks in the moisture, becoming part of the atmosphere. There is no distinction between your body and the air. You are dissolving into the mist, becoming vapor and breath. The boundary fades completely, leaving only sensation. A distant owl calls out, its sound muffled by the thick canopy. It is not a cry, but a soft hoot, barely audible. The sound waves ripple through the air like stones in still water. They reach you as a vibration, not a noise, calming your nerves. You do not seek the source, nor do you analyze the tone. You simply let the sound wash over you and fade away. It leaves behind an even greater silence, rich and textured. The night acknowledges your presence with this gentle whisper. You feel seen and accepted by the darkness around you. Rest comes easily now, flowing like a slow river. Your eyelids are sealed shut by the weight of deep slumber. The world outside ceases to exist in any concrete form. There is only the internal landscape of dreams, soft and formless. Shapes shift and change without logic or demand for attention. Colors blend into one another, creating a soothing gradient of light. You drift through these hues with effortless grace, untethered from time. The sensation is like floating in warm water, buoyant and safe. No thoughts rise to disturb the surface of your consciousness. Only peace remains, vast and unbroken, holding you close. The rhythm of your breath becomes imperceptible, slow and deep. You are unaware of inhaling or exhaling, yet you breathe easily. Your body is a vessel for stillness, empty of strain. The forest around you mirrors this perfect equilibrium, frozen in night. Leaves hang suspended, insects rest in quiet folds of bark. All movement has ceased, leaving only the essence of being. You are that essence, pure and unadorned, resting in peace. The connection between you and the world is seamless now. There is no you separate from the night, only oneness. A faint coolness brushes against your skin like a ghost of wind. It carries the scent of rain that never quite fell, just implied. This subtle sensation confirms the presence of the living world around you. It is a gentle reminder, not an intrusion, soft and passing. You feel it as a caress, light and ephemeral, soothing. Your consciousness expands to include this touch, welcoming it in. There is no reaction, only acceptance of the moment's texture. The coolness fades back into the warmth of your rest, leaving peace. The boundaries of your awareness shrink to a single point of calm. Everything else recedes into the soft darkness beyond this center. You are safe within this tiny sphere of complete rest. The world outside is distant, irrelevant, and far away. Your focus narrows further until only stillness remains. It is a quiet void, comforting and infinite, holding you. There is nothing left to do but exist in this state. The sleep story ends not with a word, but with silence. Silence reigns supreme, absolute and undisturbed in the night. You are gone, dissolved into the quiet of the forest. The rain has stopped, the wind has died down completely. Only the deep, abiding peace of the earth remains. It holds you now, forever safe in its embrace. Drift away into the endless, gentle dark. Sleep is here, waiting with open arms for you. Let go and let the night take over completely.